Building good habits and breaking bad ones can feel overwhelming. With so much advice out there, how do you know what will actually work for you? The good news is, you don't need to try everything. You just need a few proven strategies to create lasting change. Hi, I'm Angela. Today I'll be sharing 3 proven techniques to help you build better habits with less effort starting right now. The right habits can unlock progress from health to productivity, while the wrong ones can hold you back without you even realizing it. Before we dive into the 3 techniques, let's quickly look at the habit loop. This is an essential framework that explains how habits work in 4 parts: cue, craving, response, and reward. Here's an example from reading graphics to bring it to life. Let's say you want to get more productive in your workday, but you have the habit of scrolling through social media on your phone as soon as you sit down at your desk. Here's how you can transform this bad habit using the 4 components of the habit loop. First, let's look at what started the habit, which is seeing your mobile phone the moment you sit down at your desk. This is the cue, or the first component that triggers the habit. Typically, the cue comes from an external trigger like smelling food from a nearby stand, seeing a TV commercial, or hearing the notification bell from your phone. The cue instantly triggers a series of thoughts and emotions in your brain, often without your conscious awareness. In this case, when you sit down at your desk and your eyes land on the phone, your mind does a split-second comparison of the pain of starting on your long to-do list versus the instant stress relief from scrolling social media. Suddenly, you feel like you just need to pick up that phone. That sense of need is the second component, craving. It's extremely powerful and fuels the entire habit loop. A strong craving prompts your brain to initiate a response. That's where you pick up the phone and start browsing your social media feed. And because this action satisfies your craving, it leads to a positive feeling of being rewarded for your actions. The next time you see your phone, it reminds you of the potential reward you can get, thus reinforcing the craving. The more you repeat this loop, the more it strengthens the habit until it becomes stored in your brain as an automatic reaction when you encounter the cue. With an understanding of the habit loop, it's much easier to hack into our habits and to redesign them. In our other video, we explained James Clear's 4 laws of behavior change based on this loop. But for now, let's move on to the 3 proven techniques that I promised you. These will help you to simplify your habits, stack them effortlessly, and amplify their impact in your daily life. These ideas are actually recommended in many great books, and they're also the strategies that I found to work most consistently in my life. So, one of the biggest reasons we struggle with habits is this. We overthink the change until it starts to feel overwhelming, and as a result, we don't take action at all. Whenever a change feels effortful and uncertain, our brain will naturally resist it. So the secret to getting around the problem is actually to use micro habits. The idea is to go for actions that are so easy to do that your brain doesn't even resist. And here's what it means. Let's say you want to get fit, but instead of starting with an hour-long workout daily, which can sound really scary, what if you start with just 1 push-up? It sounds almost silly, but that's the point. It's so ridiculously easy to do that it removes any mental resistance to take action, making it easy to show up even on your busiest or worst days. And consistency is the key to habit formation. But can such a minuscule action make any impact at all? In Atomic Habits, James Clear explains the power of compounding. By improving just 1% every day, you will achieve exponential growth of 37 times by the end of 365 days, not just 3.7 times. Small, repeated actions from micro habits compound into significant change with minimal effort. The idea is to start ridiculously small. Go for the teeniest version of your desired habit and keep it to less than 2 minutes. Say, to write a book, just start writing 1 sentence a day. Or to start a meditation practice, sit still and take 3 deep breaths daily. That's it. Make it so easy that it is impossible for you to fail. And importantly, celebrate each time you do it. Like doing a fist pump and shouting, "Yes!" with a big smile. The goal is to link that new action or habit with positive feelings. So you create new neural pathways in your brain and make you more likely to want to do it in the future. We can further augment this with the second technique, which is called habit stacking. This is a powerful way to build new habits by linking them to the things that you already do. Habit stacking is like building with toy blocks to build new actions on top of things that you already do regularly. Tie small habits together so each habit leads naturally to the next, making them easier to sustain as a whole. Here's how it works. Use this simple formula. After I do the current habit, I will to the new habit. For example, after brushing my teeth, I will floss one tooth. After pouring my morning coffee, I will write one sentence in my journal. You can also link up several habits to form a chain. For instance, after I make my bed, I'll do one push-up. After I do one push-up, I'll drink a glass of water. After I drink water, I'll write my top priority for the day. Each habit sets you up for the next one, creating a natural momentum forward. Can you see how habit stacking can help you to target several habit loops at the same time? The action for your existing habit becomes the cue for your next habit, which then becomes the cue for your next habit, and so on. For this to work, just start with 1 to 2 habits, then gradually add more as they become automatic. And limit each habit stack to no more than 3 to 5 habits each, so that they don't become overwhelming. The first 2 techniques, micro habits and habit stacking, help you to take action and build momentum. And you can actually combine them to multiply the impact. But to create habits that really last, it's important to connect them with who you are and the kind of person you want to be. And that's where the third strategy comes in, aligning your habits with your identity. This technique is about shifting your focus from what you do to who you are. Instead of just thinking about the results that you want to achieve, think of who you want to become. Ask yourself, what kind of person would naturally achieve these results? When you align your actions with this identity, your habits become more meaningful and sustainable over the long term. So for example, instead of saying, I would like to lose weight or I want to lose weight, say, I am a healthy person who makes good choices about my lifestyle. Instead of thinking, I want to write a book, say, I am a writer who shows up daily for my craft. Over time, these small wins add up and shape how you see yourself. By aligning your habits with your identity, you also create a positive feedback loop because every action reinforces your belief about who you are, and this belief makes it easier to continue the habit. And over time, these small actions define not only your routines, but your sense of self. So, start by asking, who do I want to become? Then, identify the habits that align with the identity. Just like with micro habits and habit stacking, just start small and let every action vote for the person that you're becoming. Each of the 3 techniques can work really well together, but when you put them together, they become even more powerful. So, try out all 3 strategies and return to share how they work out for you. If you're curious to dive deeper, do check out the book summary links and resources in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and let's keep growing together.